just general ops. Skelly, just seeing him pilot that way, I really think he should have opted for the bigger AO right there. Maybe have Mox tell him that he could land at a different spot if he scouted it for him. But Skelly's going to go for it, and he's going to have to be very defensive. Now, the Mi-8 is a bit of a pain in the ass to fly itself, so I'm not trying to discredit Skelly as a pilot. I know he can still make it, but again, if they landed closer, and if I had an RPG guy lined up, I would have probably taken the shot. Yeah, Skelly making sure he doesn't hit that tree right there. He gets a touchdown. Door opens, and now you're going to see a lot of guys jump out. That is everyone. So Skelly cleared a lift.
You all up, moving out?
And I'm not sure if Skelly... Nope, there he is. So he's pulling out now.
Are we clear to move out, then?
He's going to have to be careful with his egress.
Bravo's moving.
Because if he egresses in enemy territory, he might get lit up by the AAA, but he's instead going to pull left. And be A-OK. So helicopter has to be really careful here, because he's flying low.
You can start to move.
Could get hit by that convoy. I'm going to be curious to see if Mox leaves with Skelly and they opt to go get an Mi-28 instead. That is the call I would make.
You can adjust towards
personally. The Mi-28's being a much better at infantry suppression with that cannon. Whereas the Ka-52 with those daggers, even though they do have the side cannon right there, I would much rather have the Mi-28 over the Ka-52 any day, but every pilot has their own preference when it comes to that combo of what they want. So Mox going back to escort that Mi-8. Meanwhile, convoy is still coming around, but it's going to remain on the road. I doubt they'll spot anybody. DeVincer being the closest to the road, but he is heavily concealed. I highly doubt that the convoy is going to see anything. So it looks like they have taken ESF as a captive. And when you see this in TSB, it usually means they're AFK. So what they do is they take him as a captive to move him up with the group. That way they don't get left behind. I wish I saw more communities do that, to be perfectly honest. Sure, it can break some people's immersion, but it's better than just leaving a random dude behind in an AO, and then he becomes a logistical problem later when he's asking everyone where the fuck everything is. Okay, I know exactly why there's issues here. Yeah, so every time they go into this water, they take engine damage.
Also, Alpha and Bravo, do not engage if you're not engaged.
And the third vehicle isn't even there. I'm just going to delete them.
Roger.
At this point, I mean, normally they are smart enough to drive. I was wondering why he's slowed down. Basically, it's because he took engine damage in the water, so we're just going to get rid of that. Yeah, in my opinion, if you're considering communities, like if you just get Arma 3 and you want a real taste of a community, I would say start with TSB. If you want to evolve to something more milsim later, like the 506, or the Star Sim with the 501st or 212, or go into completely sadistic sim like the 700 Cadian. There's also the 15th MEU out there. Like there's so many armor groups out there, but I would say TSB is an excellent stepping stone because we do a bit of everything.
About 100
I will admit, some of us are hard asses here. I am a hard ass. Sniper Wolf's a hard ass. A lot of the tier 3s and above are hard asses, but you will learn how to play the game.
Fucking 200 or
that way you don't go into a milsim completely blind or a different community, because I think right now we're the only community that does it this way in terms of having a bunch of different ops. I knew Luton's group, Black Screen Operations or something, I think they closed their doors officially like a month or two ago, making us the only group that, runs ops in this method where,
so Alpha and Bravo,
anyone after a few weeks of work can jump in and play pretty much anything.
Some security.
And even then, I'm the only Zeus that follows our tier system. Every other Zeus here allows for anyone to come and play. But, it's a good segue. I mean, if you don't want to do something like Ahoy World or 77th JSOC on public servers, you want some actual like modded shit, this is a good place to try it out. Someone say sadism. Hi, Judy. What's up? I don't know. I mean, I'm just happy I don't Zeus like I used to. Good God. I don't understand how I was able to keep a community after Zeusing like that. Fuck. But, you know, it's all about the player base. So it looks like a two-man group has split off up here. I see a marksman weapon, and they are part of the squad right there, so I'm assuming
Position update on map.
they might be some sort of recon group. One of them has an underbarrel, so he might have, whatchamacallit rounds. God, what are they called? The Hunt IR rounds, that's it. So he could be doing some additional recon. However, that would be foolish because they already have the drone in the air. So I highly doubt that's his method. Rather, he's just scouting out for more enemy contact. But if they run into it, I mean, honestly, the drone should just be on thermals looking at everything right now. So if I were to open the map, looks like they have divided stuff in this AO, marked it into zones. They're marking stuff that's occupied on the map. They've seen the patrolling squad.
Bravo, what are you waiting on?
I think they're okay, more or less.
Copy.
So Adriano doing a good job on the drone interface to PID hostiles that are around this
Command is
AO.
waiting for our fire support to arrive on station.
Yeah, so Command's catching up with the main group. I'm going to teleport in and listen to their local comms. But I think they're waiting for the pilots to transition into something else. Instead, it looks like they've gotten in the MI-8. Skelly, looks like they switched roles. Mox getting in the MI-8 to, it looks like, airlift the combat drones. That's going to be difficult to do because in order for him to drop those to be effective, he'll probably have to put them right up here. But that could potentially put him in range of the AAA.
Earplug check.
This one being the most open. There is still a good bit of tree concealment, but that would be tough. Anyway, listening to their local comms, they're doing earplug checks, making sure everything's A-okay. They're going to hold and wait for Air, I guess, to come up and deploy drones. Air could potentially drop them off at the same AO, but those drones are not going to be effective for a majority of this op. They can help cover retreats and crossing, but they would have to be deployed on this peninsula or the front lines to be effective. I would think maybe Mox is going to come around and deploy them to the south, and they're going to come up from a different side of the AO, but that would... The only way they'd be effective by that point is just to draw enemy fire, but... I don't know. We'll have to see how that option plays out. I'm confident that, you know, they'll pick a proper strategy, but I just... For this AO, I do not see those drones being effective. You still running that 5:30 op? Yes. Yes, we're still doing a Christmas op at 5:30. What's Article 13? Oh, is that the anti-meme thing in Brexit or whatever in Britain? Brexit. I'm silly. So looking at the map here.
So, Elephant Bravo.
Send it.
Now we are going to move towards the shore of the river, directly southeast from this position. When we fucking
so they are trying to get him towed. Skelly's on the ground. He's going to escort it. But again, I don't think...
While Alpha is crossing the river.
I think they should also just get into an armed Mi-28 or Ka-52 and just provide overwatch.
Do not fire unless fired upon.
And I think Adriano should really just focus on aerial drones and offer an additional
and Alpha, when you
area
get across,
of just clear, making sure the player base is covered.
And secure the fucking point so Bravo can get across. Solid, relaying.
Got off work at 4, righto. Would be able to join using version 1.82 of Arma, or is the server using the latest version? I'm pretty sure server's using the latest version, because you can only connect to the version of Arma that you have, and...
Let's head towards the shore.
Yeah...
Also, Bravo, be advised that we have enemies on this side of fucking river as well, so you need to keep some kind of 360 security while supporting Alpha.
Copy. Roger, we'll cover all angles.
Yes.
Well, it looks like the pilots have discovered the true meaning of Christmas. And have blown themselves up. Fascinating. Oh, and they cooked off all my ammo crates. And that one. Oof to that. Everything's exploding. I'm not... Yeah, I guess technically that would be the one life of both of those pilots,
but... the crossing.
Copy. Alpha, move.
Not sure if they're going to text on C-tab over that, or if
Alpha,
they're within
move to the river. We are going to be crossing. Bravo is in position.
Who the hell knows? I mean, that was a bit silly. So I did want to set up boat patrols originally, but then I thought, nah. But otherwise, it looks like they waited for this one patrol to be the furthest out.
Roger.
They're going to be up on that bank. I'm not sure if they'll be able to engage. I think by the time Alpha crosses, which is the squad currently overwatching, this squad might be close enough to engage. We might initiate contact up to here. But otherwise, I'm not sure how things will go. We already have our goats in the AO itself.
We've got movement bearing 70 from Bravo's position on our side of the river.
Yeah, I can see that as well. I can see that as well. Do not fire.
So I think they see that.
Roger. Do not fire. Not fire.
Alpha's crossing, Bravo will support.
Say again, what was that movement?
And then Bravo's going to set up on here, probably watch that movement. If they do this quick enough, though,
on our side
they
of the river,
might
so
not
we
engage.
Fine right now.
Copy.
Yeah, they're watching. They might have actually seen those guys.
So Alpha, when you get across, have your machine gun.
Yes, they might be talking about these guys instead. I don't think they've seen this squad yet.
Copy.
So there's no sense of urgency here. So I would be willing to bet this squad might get around to here then, as these guys are crossing. And then we might have a firefight engaged right here, which is going to cause me to pull everything I've got to that area, and I will start conducting mortar strikes as well. Can we have a goat bear? No. Alright, I think that's enough of the stupid suggestions. So, Tootie, if you see anything stupid in chat, and I trust you to know what stupid is, feel free to give some 5-second timeouts. Alright, so someone definitely saw it.
Copy, 1 second.
I see this patrol coming around now.
Alright. Enemy squad is moving it. Bravo.
Alright, Alpha is set. Frisk has his LMG trained on these guys. Bravo's being told to haul ass. I wonder if that includes command element at this point, because maybe they'll be able to get away from the squad. They only have it set to 50. They're right across the bank.
Oh, open fire, open fire.
They're being told to open fire, so they're going to initiate the contact first.
Wrong net, by the way.
Alright, clear. Alpha is clear to open fire. Copy.
Yeah, well, they did see the swimmers.
Yes. Please do. Like now.
Yep, so engagement has started. So I'm going to send... everything I got to come along. I'm going to look back over. Air looks like I've grabbed. The Mi-28 are coming in.
So
nice.
You will move past Alpha towards east, towards the town when you are across.
Right.
So I'm going to send infantry on all sides here. I'm going to start getting some ranging shots as well. Looking here, we're going to pop some defensive smoke. And I'm going to tell these guys to go prone and quickly skedaddle out of there. So I'm going to have this guy pop a smoke grenade on himself, and he's going to back away. So that whole squad was pretty much wiped. This 4-man team's coming in to check things out. And Frisk manages to shoot that last guy. So hold on, I'm going to have these guys stop short.
Alpha,
I'm going to say they're going to call for a firing mission.
Copy.
And I'm going to grab this dude. I'm going to start popping mortars. It's going to be on the far bank. They're going to miss range on purpose. Oh, they can definitely hear those mortars from here. Have these guys stay low right now, and they're going to come up and just PID those mortars. Come up to those positions. So he's giving some orders, crawling through real quick. Otherwise, these guys are staying low. This guy engaging these guys. It's like he just took a bullet. He shrugged it off. These guys are looking for the shooter, suppressing in that direction. Good grenade gets thrown. Whereas Calum looks like he took a shot. They're firing more right on him, but they're thrown.
Bravo spawn all the way by the sector 2 yellow dot.
Another grenade goes off, hits him. He's wounded.
Bravo, you need to slow down.
Hearing a weapon jam, I'm going to give another suppressive fire order. And creep those mortars up a bit.
Bravo copies. Bravo taking sporadic fire at this time.
Copy.
I'm going to have these guys move in to engage that squad. And I'm going to start pulling units to engage the player base. So they've broken off into 2 groups. Cestus, not sure what he's trying to pull, but he was right there. I don't think he knows he has a weapon jam. Gets shot in the back of the head twice. And completely unloaded on. Someone else takes that guy out.
Alpha, we need to hurry up.
I'm going to break this squad apart. Send them
We got
in.
bogged down. Alpha is moving east.
Copy.
What are we looking at here? I see Naps. Naps, he is healing himself right now, relying on his squad to cover him. They are definitely being engaged from across the way. Naps taking a few more shots. They're only down to 3 dudes. I'm going to try to tell them to pull back. There's only 1 dude now. This 4-man team coming up as well. But I'm going to have this group kind of come on their rear and cover their potential retreat. Now, I hear the chopper. Mi-28 has opted to go in the
Bravo,
debug
we are
zone.
here.
And they are now beginning engagement. So, I am now going to make a reinforcement area. I'm going to create an LZ and set up a new rally point back here. And I am going to start deploying reinforcements from a nearby area. So I'm going to set it up right there. It's going to take a second for it to load. It's going to be independent. We're going to do Checkady insurgent. Have them come in by a truck. We'll make it a gas. Why not? And then Caucasian rebels. Thinking not an anti-tank team. We'll do a full group. We'll have that come in. Uh-oh. AI just self-designated mortars. They need to move.
Yeah, I heard that as well.
Andrewza takes a hit. He quickly gets back up. Holy crap, the AI just self-designated.
Be advised, Bravo got hit by those mortars. Doesn't look like we have any dead, but we're all walking wounded right now.
Copy, this is Alpha. We're doing
that
casualty
is enough
report.
for you. I'm going to set them to careless hold fire. That was VCOM giving them a taste of artillery fire.
This is Alpha. This is Bravo leader. I'm going to pass out. NASA right behind.
I'm assuming that was Andrews passing out.
Copy.
Nope, he's still okay. He needs someone to come up and give him some support.
Bravo, we're taking contact.
Yeah, these guys go prone, hit the dirt, since that seems to be increasing their survivability. And these guys are literally taking the frickin' lawn way around. Gonna teleport myself into the thick of it. Gonna see if these guys will follow my order to go into the forest. Yeah, so it takes them a second. But I'm going to send these guys, all three of them, in as reinforcements. Have these guys kind of crawl around and engage the player base. We got a bit of the high ground right here. We're seeing some heavy GMG hits
Bravo,
going.
we're being flanked from the northwest. How copy?
They're taking a pretty nasty flank at this time. Command element is patching each other up, making sure they're all A-okay. I don't see anyone unconscious right now, though. Looks like they've got a group back by Andrewza. We will check on how fucked he is. Oh, man, he is beyond fucked. He is going to need tourniquets. I think he still has a heart rate since he went unconscious, but they definitely need 2 medics on him. That is for fucking sure. Now we hear those technicals coming up.
Bravo.
Driving right next to that guy. He's doing a circle. And they light him up. CB doesn't notice. I think that was the other Vic coming out. And it looks like their Mi-28 is doing surgical strikes.
Very focused on the dish gun.
Trying to find that dish gun. Nope, that's an AGS. Woo, and they put a rocket on her point blank. Meanwhile, these guys are sneaking up. They are only fighting 3 effective. Caleb gets a flank on one of them, manages to take him out. These guys are finally coming up to their position back here to commit to the outflank. Another Dishka technical coming in. Looks like they've gotten on the turret. They're giving it a reload.
Alpha.
Alpha, send it.
That vehicle's down.
Bravo and
Duncan, I can't tell what he's shooting at, but it's friendly or enemy.
Coming at us.
Copy.
2 times.
There's 2 times BTR 60s coming around.
BTR 60s and an infantry squad coming our way.
Do we know what direction? South? East?
Mortar is done. They are dead.
Orders were apparently taken out. So you don't have to worry about that
What's
anymore.
the direction on that squad in the BTRs? Over.
I can't tell if that BTR 60 is going for the Mi-28 or the player base.
Copy.
I'm gonna see if I can divert it around. And I still have one guy right here fighting for his life. Sounds like the Mi-28 is actually going for these infantry. They just have no idea how to properly react.
I'm hearing my heartbeat is not right.
Gonna delete those bodies. Gonna quickly give a medical check on Andrewza. His limbs are not even tourniqueted. Which makes me want to check pulse. If he has a pulse, then he definitely needs them to be tourniqueted. Alright, there is no heart rate, so he doesn't need his limbs tourniqueted.
Holy body.
According to how we do medical stuff here. So Tempesto, he's trying to hunt this guy on his own on a 1-to-1. This guy... Tempest has the advantage because he has the better body armor and the better weapon one-on-one, but he's an AI and he will play chicken with him. BTR 60 coming down, gonna maneuver the BRDM around as well. At this rate, they need people up here doing double CPR as well. Looks like Nafs gets the rocket shot on it. Big Duncan's right here. And I am hearing heavy machine gun fire going up to Nafs' position. Nafs was caught in the open right there. And he actually got sniped by that BTR. You can see it right there. Really bad spot. There's no communication over the net right now, and Flying Finn, who is in command, really needs to get things under control. I just heard they're going to be packing Andrusa good. And there's the BRDM flying by.
Thank you.
And Andrusa is miraculously still alive after that mortar strike. So BRDM is just driving around. Barbarian's gonna turn around, misses the RPG point blank, and something else hits it in the ass.
Back up. Is his also down?
That was interesting to say the least. Like, holy fuck.
Alpha and Bravo, how are you doing?
I was down. I just woke up now. We currently heavily engaged with a
Gonna have
couple
these
of
guys
vehicles.
cross the river. I'm not sure if they're AI will actually do it.
We're in the same
MI-28 engaging that other BTR 60.
Alright, Alpha and Bravo, you should keep together. So Bravo on the left side and Alpha on the
Machine gunner running out of ammo at like the worst possible time.
Keep together and fucking spread out.
That gas does not know what the fuck it's
Copy,
doing.
I'm currently being medicked. I'm heavily injured.
Alright.
Gonna set that vehicle to go around, but I am running out of infantry. That MI-28 still in a very far spot. I am not going to be able to do anything about that.
Is headshot, are you up?
Southeast.
Dead.
So at this point, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to have them cross one by one because nothing's looking back in this direction.
Yeah,
And the AI are not going to follow this path otherwise.
We have another BTR coming away past the fucking target compound from east on the road.
So this will be a flank on the rear.
Right, Bravo took 1 times KIA.
Bravo took a KIA. That was unfortunately head start. He is one of the new T-dashes. Very unfortunate there. And they would now be down to 20...
Headshot is down.
3, so they're down to about 20 player infantry on the ground right now. Unfortunate. Now, it is possible to get people up when they're fucked. I mean, we just saw that with Andrusa, so I guess that was just a mismanagement of the infantry. That unfortunately led to a KIA. We saw Nafs, he is back up as well. Some of the goats have died. Ha! But otherwise, I am starting to run out of room. I love how these turrets are trying to look through a tree to find that MI-28. They are not going to be within range. And I'm going to give myself quite a few more minutes before I throw in some more reinforcements here. But we have absolutely swarmed them. That guy, he is routed, so I will let him pull back. But I do not have that much left to throw at them. So I'm going to just, you know, wait for probably the 120 mark before I'm able to send more reinforcements. I got that rear squad right there.
Bravo, this is Alpha. How are you doing?
We're kind of doing some touch-ups,
but yeah, everything else is on an island right now, and if I try to move them,
same here, pretty much.
The Mi-20 it's gonna see, and I can't really, you know, have them go around. So right now they're kind of just on these houses, flanking the player base as they cross these open areas. Anyway, we just saw an explosive go in. This BMP2 is still up. I am gonna keep her till they come to the edge of the AO. I'll probably just keep her in this building. Say it backed up a bit because it's not going to want to deal with that those rocket strikes of the Mi-8, or excuse me, Mi-28. So these guys are taking rocket fire. I'm honestly just going to break them apart and send them up to the player base, because they're not going to want to deal with that. So one squad is pushed up by Andrewza. The other one is not communicating that they're taking shots from the rear. So that's going to let Andrewza's group push up a bit ahead. Whether or not that's going to be a good idea is yet to be seen. They're going to cut themselves off and start taking shots from this AO first. And that might not be a good thing. So, how the AI have been going, I am unfortunately forced to commit them to total war. No one falls back, because the AI are stupid. We just heard another rocket strike go down. That one being a lot more effective, killing a lot of these roaming infantry that were being sent down to that direction. And it looks like one of those guys was shot back there in the firefight as they crossed. But otherwise, nothing else to really see.
At the outskirts of town.
So Bravo on the edge of town. Another rocket strike being heard coming in. And I am down to one AAA cannon back here. Now, I'm going to quickly look up at the Mi-28 here. Looks like they're pulling left. I believe they're going to RTB and do rockets. Now, if they were going to be using their 8 GMs right there, which are mainly AT, I would have honestly recommended they take the KA-52 instead. Because the daggers on that thing are much better at taking out infantry. But then again, you know, considering that there are potential for enemy armor in the AO, still not gonna, you know, totally bitch about that, because I understand. Let's give them a warm welcome. So these guys, seeing Nafs shoot at them, for example, makes me bring these AI right here. This guy running up, shooting iron boots on the side of the face as these guys come in. And now these guys are going to be given suppressive fire orders.
Alright, Bravo, this is Alpha. We're moving east.
To suppress what they can over.
Currently slightly north of the black line, about to cross into Sector 3, I believe. Yeah. Alright.
Alpha, you should head towards south.
So another 10 minutes before I send in more AI.
Copy, correcting.
Gonna break all of these guys apart and send them into counter as reserve. 50 cal coming in, snipes their medic.
By the 50 cal by the mortar.
And they're only a few guys up right now. Moving. Seen a rocket strike come in. That's because the Mi-28 did an RTB and said it repositioned. And now we have these AI coming around. And I still have survivors, so these guys I'm going to pull over to this position. And I'm going to start taking care of some bodies, bring my reinforcement point up. The usual. Now, I did accidentally delete a BRDM husk. I normally don't like to delete those vehicles. Those guys a bit close to that. But yeah, Bravo pushed up and now is being suppressed to shit by my 50 cal. And some of them firing on their own. I'm just having to do general suppression. But yeah, these guys are in a bit of trouble. My AAA firing off. The Mi-28 tried to come close. It's now doing a rocket run close by the player base. And they're evading the AAA fire. Not sure if they took any damage from it. No, they did not, but they know there's at least one more AAA in that AO now. So that's a bit scary to think about. It looks like they were just dunking all their ammunition because they're going to go do an RTB. So 50 cals here are still suppressing the shit out of anything that walks up to them. So I am just going to have them return fire, but I mean the damage is done.
Alpha and Bravo.
You have 3 guys down
Bravo's,
right here, a
taking
4th,
penalties, I believe
a
Make
5th.
must be down. We got hit in the fucking vineyards, yes. We have
Yeah,
trouble
they
finding
just
bodies.
have multiple guys down right now. Those 50 cals are
We're
really
not
doing
getting
work.
towards you. We have a medic.
Fallen is challenging one of those 50 cals right now as well. Yeah,
This is
they are
Alpha,
just
we're just north of the
spraying the
road.
shit out of anything that comes up.
Alright.
So there is probably going to be another casualty or 2. They need to pop smoke. Focus on getting that medic back up. Just heard RPG get launched. They decrewed one of them. And we're seeing some shots come across on that direction as well. Now the real concern is, do I want to mobilize my BMP-2 right now? And I think we're going to hold it for now. We're going to wait for things to get a bit more dire. But what I will do is I will send this last group over. I'm going to ungroup them. We're going to send them up. And if need be, after that group gets close to being wiped, then I will send my remaining force. But we have 7 more minutes before I send more infantry into the fray as well via reinforcing commands. So we don't have to wait too long.
This is Alpha. Bravo is currently dealing with a mass casualty.
Oh, fuck. Yep, BMP-2 starts engaging on her own. Firing that autocannon a bit to the left, probably on Frisk Froster's group right there. So without that air cover to cover them, I mean, this is a bit of a predicament here, admittedly. So they got multiple men down. They are being worked on. And Drew's calling to, they need to focus on Ferox because he is a medic and he can help get people up quicker. Cestus is in the real, like the most amount of danger right now. He pushed up, he's in the open by himself. Fallen Ark still being alive after challenging and decrewing those Dishkas. Risky strategy, but it seems to have paid off for him, and Frisk is having Sebros and Caleb come up and clear those side buildings. So I'm going to commit these infantry to come up. Tempest also down right here. These guys adding to the fray. Cheater Pie really needs to pull back and help to deal with this fucking medical situation.
Is he not there yet?
Yeah, Cheater Pie is the medic they sent over.
I don't see anything if he is.
He's the only other medic in this AO other than DeVincer, who's staying back with the command group, so he needs to pull back immediately. Frisk getting lit the fuck up with CB by that BMP-2K. I think it's just, it might be the 2K. Yeah, so it's a command vehicle, so that is the command vehicle for the entire enemy operation. So security infantry are doing work. Cheater really needs to pull back and help these guys. Because I'm assuming these guys are all stabilized, but they just need the mag to come back and pack them. So they just pop. Yeah, Cheater being told to fucking go to the green smoke. He is instead going for kills. Not the smartest thing to do at this time. So we hear Andrew's classic hot mic.
Oh, no, further up. This guy's good.
Focus on Phoronix. I need you on Phoronix here. He's a medic. The guy
Cut the engine.
And shoot.
Yeah, Alpha and Bravo there.
I wanted to be a bit more forward. She's going to cover.
Please fucking kill that.
Have a bigger range
We
of
cannot
arc
have AO on
here.
that just yet.
And now she's going to cover that entire enemy area. I've got about 4 minutes till I start queuing up
Also,
more
Alpha and Bravo, how
reinforcements.
are you doing?
Alpha is still waiting. Bravo's still waiting for Alpha.
Cheater Pie still taking forever to get there. Another round of BMP goes off and completely massacres ESF. Medic finally gets back.
I have no clue, dude, honestly.
Fallen taking pot shots at somebody.
Fuck me.
Cheater Pie's back. He's going to start packing.
Not this guy, the other guy.
It's being yelled at by Andrews to pack the other guy, but they are at least 40 to 50% down in terms of infantry. These guys staying back. They're checking on the BTR. Naf's still up. A very strong infantry player. to be covering the side. Caleb's grabbing these two guys, pulling him back, pop smoke so he doesn't get lit up by that
Alpha,
BMP-2K.
get people up or most people down.
And so it looks like Cheater's gotten Ferox up. They're going to start packing people. Unfortunately, there are some casualties starting to take effect. So,
About fucking time.
Thank you.
Thanks.
it's like Mox and Skelly, they're stripped naked. They have been
I got all
killed.
my blue guys up. We're gonna try to get Holy Light. Yeah, she's still up.
He's stable, just give him a pack.
Yep, so he ops to DC. If I see him touch the ground, I'm gonna kill him off. I did say this was a 1 life op.
The medic's coming now.
Wait.
These guys are in a bit of a bad position. Ice Dragon looks like the command team's gonna cross on the right away from that BMP-2K's fire. They are taking rear shots from this group.
This is Alpha. Most of us are up.
Have these guys break apart. Try to send them over here to cover from the southern road. That BMP-2K is probably the biggest issue. I'm gonna just say, hey, give a suppressive fire order over at that smoke. But he might not even follow it. Hearing some other distant shots.
Come on, this is Bravo. We have another KIA,
2
but
more
the rest of
minutes.
us are up.
That's the second KIA.
Yes.
I'm gonna kill him off if he gets out. Alright, he just took a rocket. So I'm having him pull around. That just completely fucked my gun, didn't it? Panic firing defensive, but his gun is out of order.
Yeah, no.
Just to be sure.
Gonna have him pop countermeasures and pull back, but he is pretty much out of the fight.
Nope, he's not.
So I'm gonna have these guys set to ungarrison here. Another 30 seconds and I can start queuing up QRF. And Lord and behold, my guys desperately need it. Tempistal also dies. Or Tempistal. Unfortunate. Frisk also disconnecting. He probably died. RPG goes out on that vehicle right when they have friendlies next to it. And it goes down. I don't know who did that. That was probably a friendly because enemies wouldn't do that. So that was a fucking mistake. CB Ross also disconnecting. Again, that just shows you how bad of a situation when Bravo split off away from Alpha was.
Well, I took the RPG on the body down there. But I'm fine, yeah.
Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. So I'm going to bring in my reinforcements now.
What do you need?
Set these guys to careless hold fire, and they're going to deploy to the north and then bring their squads in that way. The Mi-28 is coming back on station. And we're having yet another disconnect because another casualty went down. Just as he was by that boat.
Send in goat teams.
So that was definitely a player-base related mistake. But meanwhile, I've got these guys ready to go.
Alright.
Any chance we can call out on them
Gonna
BMP?
break these guys apart. AI, ungarrison.
Is it still not dead? Yeah, it's on its way.
No, it's still alive.
Trotter, I see you up in the... I thought I saw you in the training channel, bro. I don't know if you were trying to get in or something, but thanks so much for the sub, man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you're getting a kick out of this one. So these 5 guys, they're going to break apart and start engaging. You should have been on that island by now. Having these guys come on the southern island to attack enemy forces. They are crossing Is he still in that Vic? Yeah, I'm just gonna kill him off when he lands, because he died. Hey, Incestus. Hey, man, good try, man. I saw your body get flung by the BMP, man. That's where you died. I hope you got a kick out of that op, man. I'm trying to make this a bit intense, and I hope you keep getting a kick out of it. So it looks like they're set this up as their CCP / command building.
Bravo.
They just have to go up there. Yep, so they're about halfway cleared of this AO. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna kill them off immediately. I mean, they're trying to radio into Bravo. Barbarian is Bravo.
How are you doing? How many guns do you have up?
Currently 6 men strong, 1 currently wounded. Probably gonna die. We'll see.
Yeah, Bravo's got 7 guys up.
Alright, so
gonna have
if
him
you
pull
don't
back
have
with that
medic, we have
BMP.
medic in the fucking mortar compound.
Can you not run over the fucking... Get the fuck out. For the love of fucking God.
The mortar alive, then.
The mortars are dead, so they won't be able to use them.
Also, now we have
Bravo's gonna move.
Gonna kill him off.
Yeah, Bravo
He already
takes the
died.
fucking northern side of the road, and Alpha will take the southern side.
He already died, so I don't know why he fucking redeployed himself. Figure it out.
Also, be advised, I saw guys moving. I don't know if there were reinforcements or they were just pulling out.
So these guys will not cross this position.
Second?
Got 2 squads worth coming down
I
here.
saw guys moving. I think
Did I
they were
get the
pulling
group
out or
with the nade?
something.
I don't know. Maybe not.
Alright.
So yeah, player base is now
Alpha
down
Bravo, be advised.
to
Everything
about
in the
16
compound,
infantry
the
members, so 2
compound
squads
is
of
still
8.
Up.
They're coming in, so I still have that AAA.
Or they are still there.
Oh, I definitely hear it. Hey, Gunner, you hear that? Yeah, what up?
Yep,
Oh, I got quite a few rounds up on him.
Yeah, I had that.
That spray was completely ineffective. Okay, panic mode time. Do we have anything in here that can help us? This ain't good, Chief. Launchers. We'll take it.
Hey, be advised, we got reinforcements coming in from the east.
Why is tab or this lock-on not working? Are you kidding me? Okay, would a Titan do it?
That's about 2 squads of reinforcements.
Got him. Titan away.
Hi, this is Alpha. I don't know how, but I'm back up.
It's like that was a miss. Why'd he call I if he's
Can we
back up?
get air to deal with the reinforcements coming from the east?
They are firing
on those targets.
Yeah, so air just slaughtered the shit out of those guys. Do we have any sort of weaponry that can deal with that fucking helicopter? Because that Titan didn't really do shit. Oh, lovely. I got RPG.
Bravo, are you pushing to the wall?
Yeah, that ain't it, Chief. What, even with the triplet? Oh, fuck's sake. Really? Even with the air one? God damn. Alright, well, that's my bad then. Which would, I guess, would make sense since it's the fucking air version, but we're running out of time and patience. Again, I get very obsessive when it comes to hitting air.
All infantry forces hold for X.
Oh, now you want to lock. So yeah, not for that one. Oh, that's going to be a direct hit.
Hey, you guys realize that we're like house capture shit, right? Careful to spread.
Just heard something crash. That might have just caused them to crash. Whoo! Crap. Yep, so it looks like they bailed out. So I got a lucky Titan hit on him. Otherwise, with these guys...
Bravo's is inside the compound now. We found a bunch of random...
Whew, traded with him. But yeah, their target weapons are in the other building right here.
We're shooting to the ground.
So I'm going to start remoting units and coming in to kill. So I sprayed ice a bit.
Be advised, we're fighting special forces motherfuckers inside the building here, so...
Copy.
Frag the motherfucker.
Damn, I got shot probably from behind. Ice is solo clearing, Jesus.
Ground frosting.
Ow.
Crew made it down to the line. We're gonna make our way towards the AO from the south.
Jesus! See, that's how OP their body armor is! Alrighty. So with air down, I can technically ungarrison these dudes. Looks like the ammo crash, one of them in here has just cooked off. It's one upstairs, so it's not their official one that they need to clear. Rather, I'm going to start running guys over and start having them cross. And I'm going to just start ungarrisoning the rest of my dudes, and we're going to start responding. Crossing the river and engaging. So these guys will get their big-ass swim. You know what? That's fine. We can just do that. This is going to be difficult. They're going to have to get one of these Vics in working order here. And they're going to have to make a decision on how to do this AO. They'll probably have to pull back on foot.
Interrogative, are AK-74s part of our gear or no?
No.
Copy.
So yeah, I mean, just that one crate in the middle. But regardless, I am having my dudes start coming in. So one crate just fell through the map.
Bravo has one time demo, dude.
They got their they've got that crate clear. And I've got reinforcements slowly and steadily coming in. This guy should have joined them. But yeah, they pretty much almost have this AO cleared at this point.
Alpha, where do you want those demos?
Trying to see what these guys are doing. Looks like they're just walking up the road naked. I guess they invested wisely in those parachutes. So they're engaging what they can. Meanwhile, I'm going to say these guys crossed with this group. Arrows coming in. This group getting pretty much wiped by machine gun fire. And they're grabbing all the gear they can. I said 2035 stuff, but I can see how they're PIDing those regular Russian boxes as well. Okay, these guys are being idiots. I just waypoint them up.
Question, aren't we supposed to secure the weapons?
Yeah, we're supposed to secure everything that is 2035, so AK-12s,
yeah, so they know.
And
so
all
everything
that.
in that one box. I do have an ammo box too, but they don't have to do it, which is that one.
Copy that. We want to make like a point where we put all those modern stuff.
Second.
So that BMP2's gotten away.
Building as you enter, so we just leave that as that building, and we take everything else and we put it in a big pile and blow it up somewhere.
Alright, and these guys have crossed.
Yes.
I've only got a handful of dudes around.
Alright, so Bravo,
but, I don't have any heavy assets, so everything else, you know, they're just
security.
Working on stuff.
Roger.
We'll see how things go. Hearing another shooter go off. I mean, he's in the open right there. Here, I have an evil idea for you.
Bravo, be advised, Alpha is down to 6 men. Any forces you can spare for security would be greatly appreciated, over.
Oh, lovely, he can't zoom in. Oh, right when I pulled the trigger. Lucky shot. These two guys are just following the road at this point. Those guys coming in, they might be able to get in a vehicle, and I got all these guys coming up the main road as well. They brought a 50 cal up.
Well, then you see a lot of launchers and shit around.
Be advised, this is UAV up, mass enemy force pushing from our east down the road.
That, I think, hit a tree. I got an airburst now, Jesus. Yeah, so I'm hearing them fire RPGs as well.
High command.
This is high, send traffic.
So do you still want these weapons back to base?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I still want my weapons back at base. Alright. You've got the stuff. I believe in you. We've got the stuff.
Air's currently grounded. They lost a chopper there down towards south.
The heck was that beating? Ow! Well, shit. How could we have known that there would be a dude right there? Yep, so they've loaded. That's gas ammo, though.
I recommend we load this fucking supplies to the truck.
Yeah, they need to get that supplies loaded, and they need to get the fuck out. Suppressive fire! Oh, fuck, I'm out of ammo. Pop some grenades in for good measure.
This is Alpha, we got men down. There's something north of the compound that's blowing our shit up.
I am bulletproof! Oops, some just went boom. Oh, and they got me with a grenade. Purge the idiocy, don't wait for it. Yeah, that's a fair statement.
Loading.
Negative, we're still loading. We just started now. We were
Alright,
get a
I'm gonna
vehicle
pull
to
my
load
last two
into.
guys back.
Alright. Be fast.
Demo is
Go
ready
from,
though. We are
go
ready
away.
with the demo.
Alright. Where
So
are the
I
weapons?
think that grenade
We
might have
are
blown up that
taking
cache,
back.
but they need to get the fuck out of here.
Okay, all forces, please do not leave the compound towards the east. I'm laying a mine.
They're laying minefields, nice.
Copy.
Yeah, they need to put wheels on that vehicle. On one of those Zeros, they just need to drive out of here. I think Mox and Scally, they found an RHIB. They're going to grab that. But they need to start wrapping it up. Otherwise, I'm going to say at 140, I'm going to respawn that BMP-2, say that they got it, you know, combat repaired, and bring her back into the AO and just start leveling the compound from range. Now, the target crate they want is still there. It's still okay. But it looks like they're also picking up their casualties and moving things out. So, yeah, down to 19 people. Let's see. 2, 4. Yeah, they've had about 6 casualties. And some of those crates are finished cooking off.
Andrew, so found
So they're getting the wheels back on. I don't know why they're doing the gas
outside
ammos.
the first building.
I mean, they've also got these transport cars right here. I mean, they are open and armed. You know, a mix of the versions. So I don't fault them for not seeing those, but I mean, those looks like Caleb's running over to grab them.
Get alive.
I got about 2 minutes. Skelly coming around. I don't know why they're not rejoining the group. But yeah, I'm just going to have that BMP come right there and start slaughtering that building. Because they have another break here. They're going to grab a first aid box. They're putting charges. Have they... They even ID'd that it's the 2035 weapons. So they've got a charge right here.
Confirm that you only want our ACHs or do you want all modern weapons?
Second.
Does High Command want only our stuff or all the modern stuff?
This is High. I just want the 2035 stuff. That's it.
Roger.
Andrews, you're right there. So grab... So again, to clarify, our Russian 2035 stuff.
Roger. ACHs and that funny stuff.
So do we have that already?
Checking now.
Alright.
It's right next to the NATO one, which I get why you're confused. That's why I'm trying to help you out here. But I, as the High Command, wouldn't know that that is right there in one convenient pile. I guess these guys are in a boat. They're going to just boat it back. Ha! I mean, yeah, it'll take them a while, but they'll live. It's going to give it a bit more time.
Helo crew is expediting via the river.
Copy.
I take it then that was the Halo crew in the speedboat moving northeast?
Alright.
Yeah. Aye, firm. Command, be advised you just lost drone coverage. Last one's out of fuel.
Copy.
Yep, so ran out of fuel. I guess he didn't bring spare batteries, but that's going to make this even worse because the BMP is going to come down. Oh, guys, you just have to load a single crate and get the fuck out. Like, I don't know why this is so hard. Alright, but I got to make good on my promises here. To MNP. BMP.
Moxie!
Did they just beach their boat? No, Moxie jumped out apparently. Alright. Gonna have it come up. She'll, we'll say she brought some Caucasian infantry.
Modern weaponry. Does anybody know where this shit is?
Andrewza, you were right next to it. Can you not open the box now?
Always birding.
Yeah, AK! AK! Like, it... They're looting it, so they know it's here!
Modern weaponry or something.
Well, who's ready to hear their screams?
I'm scanning the horizon. Yep, that's what I'm doing.
Alright, I can hear a fucking BMP towards our east.
Shit, BMP
Guys, I can hear BMP to our east.
Don't worry, my Rod's mind. Maybe we're like in grass on it.
I'm just gonna tell them at this point, level the fucking compound. I don't know why they're still here. Like, they're looting off of it. Are they, like, taking the weaponry individually instead of picking the crate up?
No, not friendly. Not friendly. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's the one we angered earlier.
Yeah, pretty sure too.
Well, at least they're smart enough to PID it's the one they pissed off earlier.
Andrews, have we found the fucking weapons?
BMP's coming our way.
That's not launcher.
Ah.
Also stay out of the red
Well,
area.
again, Wolves, I told them if they can't lift the crate, they gotta move the weapons individually. Which you think is a lot, but there's only 10 guns in there. So just load them in a Ural. I can't see what I'm shooting at! Well, I'm not sure if we did good, but let's see our effect on target. Oh.
Air, this is Alpha, how copy?
That was me blind firing. I couldn't see shit through that smoke.
This is UAV off, Danny Force and compound. Who's still up?
People in the compound are dead. I think like 2 guys from Alpha made it out, and maybe 2 from Alpha made it out.
Oh, the crate's still alive!
This is Alpha, I have 2 with me.
Raj, Adri's still up in compound, besides BMP2 is down 3 miles rounds.
Yeah, so it's only openable, so that means you'd have to move, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
We have a regroup point. What are we
10
doing here?
guns.
Did we pull them back to the building to the
You would
west
just have to
of
move
the
10
compound?
guns.
Hey, firm,
You're telling me in the fucking, like, 5 minutes of no contact I gave them, they couldn't move 10 guns
This is
into a
Alpha,
car.
we have a truck operative.
Hi, command, this is Bravo.
This is high command send traffic. Now, let me also say as a disclaimer here, full disclaimer, I let them choose the operation they wanted.
Up is Fubar. Everything exploded, including most of the ground team, all of the weapons and everything. We're currently extracting at this time.
Hey, firm. Sorry to hear that. So here's the deal. I let Andrewza was the vocal one. He's the only one that spoke up when I asked, "What op do you want?" He said, "Let's do an asset retrieval." So I'm like, "Okay, what do you want to retrieve?" And he's like, "You know what? Let's do some weapons." So I gave them a weapon asset retrieval, and I told them in the brief, either get the box it's in or just get the weapons individually and leave with them. All I had to do. So in the 5 minutes they were there, you're telling me that 18, about 16 dudes couldn't just put 10 guns into a truck. I could do that in 5 minutes. There's only one crate with Russian 2035 weaponry, and I know they saw it because we were watching people resupply off of it. So I hate to be mean, but yeah. The weapons haven't even exploded. They're still... Crate's still alive. They just have a freaking charge on it. So Big Duncan's trying to pull back. Naps is down back there. Alright, this is high. All forces are currently pulling back. We're pretty much index. So, yeah, we're just assume Big Duncan figured out how to get in a vehicle.
Hey, firm high command.
Does mission fail? No, I'm serious. What's that? I hate to see the mission fail screen due to incompetence.
Oh, everyone's back.
I'm sorry.
Alright, break. Let's talk that over.
I'm sorry.
So, here's the deal. There was, in that AO, there was one crate of weaponry. It had 10 guns in it. 10, 20, 35 guns. I knew you found it because right before the BMP got spawned in to show back up, because it was that wounded BMP that pulled back way earlier in that AO after doing a combat repair. I watched you guys just start resupplying off the crate instead of doing your job and loading the weapons in that crate. Again, only 10 guns. Into a Ural and just driving the fuck out of there. I gave you 5 minutes after you had already been in that compound and were trading fire with groups of just silence to, complete the objective and run away. And it didn't happen. No, not a single gun had been moved, so I just brought the BMP back and gave it a suppress fire order. So yeah, I mean, again, this was an op that Andrewza asked for after I asked you guys in the beginning what op you want to do, and you wanted a weapon retrieval, so I gave you a weapon retrieval. Otherwise, yeah, just get the AO done that you want me to give you, and I'll give you time to do it. But yeah, other than that, I made it difficult. Just all the squads that you fought were... Out of all of them, one of them came in via reinforcements outside the AO, and then 2 at the end came in reinforcements out of the AO. But again, after another 25 minutes had passed in the AO itself, everything else was just from around the AO. So
the issue was I was telling people to load the vehicle in there multiple times on radio. And then I never get any response from it, or even to say where the freaking supply is when I'm asking for it as well. Because I didn't know where the crate was, because I wasn't focusing on that, because somebody said they found the crate. So then
I loaded it in the Ural.
Wasn't the right crate.
It wasn't the right crate. It was specifically meant to be the 2035 weapons. I even said on the radio, ignore all non-modern stuff, ignore all American stuff, only load the 2035 weapons. Nothing but that. And I never got any confirmation of that order, nothing.
And it was the AK, right?
Yeah,
it was wrong AK.
It was the AEKs, and the AK 12s, which you guys all had as your guns.
Yeah, so when there was never any like confirmation of like we loaded the weapons there, we found the weapons or nothing. It was literally just silence when I asked for that. Like we were supposed to have extracted a long time ago, but because the people that say they found it, I was told on radio that we found it. So I said, great, load the stuff into the vehicle. No response to that. The vehicle was even made ready. I said on radio where the vehicle is, nothing was done. And then, so...
Yeah, the last thing that was confirmed
I get that, what's that, but I told them in the brief it was their guns. It was the guns they were literally using.
I'm just waiting for nothing.
So if you can't PID your own gun in a crate, then...
Get that crate, but nothing happened. The last thing I heard happen was that the crate was being loaded into the vehicle and then everything blew up. So I'm assuming that somebody loaded the correct crate as it blew up.
No. The crate was actually still alive. Break. The crate was still alive by the end. You just had an explosive charge on it with a regular NATO 2035 crate, so...
Where was that crate, by the way, Liru?
It was in the building that didn't get blown up of the two. Like on the ground floor right when you walked in. It was that small pile of crates that had, your guns and ammo in it, so...
That one.
I didn't even look into the crates because I was like, as somebody said that they had it done. So I was like, okay, it's done.
Yeah, me neither. I didn't bother to check because I thought that you had that.
Regardless, I would say the point where it all started falling apart was when you guys started engaging that AO. Bravo went up to the AO with like 6 dudes and got caught in an open area with a bunch of concealment and 250 cals on a roof, or 2 12.7 Dishkas, they're the same thing. They just turned over and started, the bushes. Like, they just started suppressing the shit out of that area. Like, anything they saw move, they just shot at. And that caused, like, 5 people to die. There was some people next to an emptied BRDM that one of you guys RPG'd that killed a few people as well. It kind of became a chaotic mess after that point because, again, the main force was still in the forest. And Bravo just decided to push in the AO by themselves, and they got pretty badly fucked.
I think we only lost 1 casualty from that assault. The issue there was that literally when it took fire there, I think the people tried to hide behind the bushes until they get to hard cover.
Actually, I saw people in the bushes that shot us.
No, but
also not firing back is kind of not a good thing.
Yeah. As soon as the firing started, I went to hard cover, and then I just sat there as a machine gun shot all of blue team up, including the medic.
And I think everything is flooded because of me. I'm sorry, like for real.
That's fine.
What the RPG shot?
No, the explosives everywhere. Trust me.
No. That wasn't the issue. What happened was that the BMP exploded. It caused the ammo truck, which was in the courtyard, to explode. Then caused all the other ammo trucks to explode because the explosive charges didn't go off. The explosive charges
they don't go off even though you shoot them.
You can throw grenades at you can literally shoot a thermobag rocket at an explosive charge and it won't go off.
Oh. Okay.
Anyway, Flying, you got anything to say as ground command?
Nothing really. Small mistakes with squad work and communications, but not really anything else.
Look, I will say, like, all the way, like, up to when you began your assault on the actual, like, inner AO, tactics were good. I mean, you were covering each other as you crossed the river. You were covering each other as you went through the forest, where, I'll be honest, I think the biggest bulk of the fighting happened with the biggest amount of the infantry. But just after Bravo pushed up on their own, I mean, that's when, you just started getting men cut off and, slaughters happening. But
so when we got out of the fucking forest to the town.
Yeah, that's when it fell far apart, because that's when Bravo went in the bushes and got suppressed by 2 machine guns.
Alright.
And we got flanked, I think, too.
The only fucking mistakes that happened were that Bravo kept pushing a little bit too far by itself, even though we should have fought as a fucking platoon all the time. That we tried to do after
I thought you guys were.
Yeah,
I
don't know where Alpha was. I don't know where anyone was. I just noticed that, okay, I'm past Alpha now, and Alpha is still in the forest, and you are not.
Because as we were moving there, we heard shooting, so we thought, okay, that's Alpha pushing with us.
Yeah.
And then it's like no, next second we're in the town by ourselves.
Yeah, command team pushed through Alpha.
That big explosion
when
at the
we
end
got
was
flanked by enemy from behind, so we just started to peel back.
Yeah, Alpha.
And then we pushed toward, through Alpha, and yeah, okay, we are through Alpha now.
Alpha was getting pinned down from those people to the northwest. I was telling my squad to disengage and just
John
run east. Like, don't worry about them, just run east and link up with Bravo. But
they always kind of are.
I think either people
they think
got
they can do better.
or,
They're free to come up and try.
I don't know if we just took too long or what.
Sometimes they prove us wrong.
But,
most of the time they don't.
The last time I saw you in the forest was people running around like from west to east and then from east to west, which was fucking weird.
Yeah, it is a big issue. People don't know that to disengage means you disengage, which we were being shot at by the exact same people. They were shooting at you, we're shooting at us, but we kind of it's not our objective. They're not the target, and we must push the objective. So we disengaged from them, and we hit the objective, and then you guys obviously were still shooting at them. They were like pretty far out as well. Some of them were even on the other side of the river in the opposite town.
Yeah, when we were approaching the AO and those compounds, I think we were getting like
Well, what's that? I mean, I think the only exception I can think of is
we
John
were being shot at.
Started as a
we were taking the same fire from those buildings. They were kind of shooting through the bushes at us. I was trying to coordinate my medic to help out with Bravo's mass cast, and I got downed and bogged down in that. So
again, it's really rare.
I think that is kind of on me for just not being able to coordinate, two different parts of the squad and getting us moving and providing effective fire. But yeah, I think once we were able to push through that, things cleared up for the most part. Yeah, I was right next to that BRDM that apparently someone RPG'd, and I almost died.
That was the BDRM or the BMD?
It was
a BRDM.
It was the BRDM that was like disabled and someone put a missile into it.
I know I cleared a shot on a BMD.
Yes,
now,
what was the BRDM? What was next to us?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it was because I never actually saw it. I just heard over the radio I have eyes on the BMD. Can I shoot it? And I said, yeah, shoot it. So I'm not sure if that was the one.
It was on like the northwest side of the AO.
Hold on, quick break. Final thing I do want to say, medic-wise, medics, you are a medic first and a rifleman second. Yes, you have a gun. Yes, I understand you want to shoot shit, but literally running in front of everybody in a mass cast situation to shoot at people, don't do that.
It's not your job.
Yeah,
don't do that.
I had to tell Veronix a few times that you had to. Especially when we did the breach, and I said, okay, breach, and Veronix was right behind me. I literally had to tell Veronix, not you, Veronix, you're the medic. You breach, don't breach. You come in last to the compound.
Look, I mean,
because
look,
when we entered the compound, there was a shit ton of dudes in the compound.
That's not the specific point I'm referencing, but my point is like, if there's a mass cast situation where a squad, like half a squad's down and their medic's down, the other medic shouldn't be running off on his own shooting at people. He should be pulling back and medicing. But again,
you're talking about the bushes, right?
We're talking about the bushes?
I'm talking about the bushes.
Yeah, because I was actually talking to somebody from Alpha Squad, telling the guy from Alpha Squad, hey, call your medic here. We need your medic. And then
I'm surprised the BMP didn't waste him. To be perfectly honest, he was always in his kill zone.
In the open.
Then I called on the radio for the medic, and then like
I kept telling him to come here. I kept telling him.
Anyway, guys, we have another up in about an hour. That's going to be our fun little Christmas operation. I'm going to put a note up on the TeamSpeak about it. And a Half-Life 2 up would be possible because there is a mod for it. It's just not on my to-do list at this time. Anyway, I would like to thank everyone for watching. go operate operationally. If you think you can do a better job, by all means, come on, put up or shut up, because otherwise, what's that has permission to start smacking people? Any mod does. Little timeouts. Otherwise, take care, guys. Have a good one, and go operate operationally. See you an hour for the Christmas op, and otherwise, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday.